Hello, gorgeous manifestors. Hello, my darlings. How are you? And a huge welcome to today's live, where I am going to be speaking to you about your vortexes of emotion and, really excitingly, helping you to start to feel them and tune to them. So some of you, in fact many of you, will have probably heard me speaking about the vortexes of emotion, and this is leading edge insight that has come from the teachings from Fifth Dimension Earth in their book Believe. And as pretty much all of you know, I am a Believe accredited practitioner. So as such, I am coaching people through the principles of the Believe book and of releasing low stored vibration and awakening and multiversal wonder and all of this leading edge insight. And one really important aspect of this are your vortexes of emotion. So today is going to be a really lovely live. I'm going to start off giving you a bit of background about your vortex of emotion, then we're just going to crack on and start practicing feeling them, okay? So vortex of emotion, as per the new leading edge insight from Fifth Dimension Earth, over centuries have been mistranslated as chakras. So this is really powerful now to be able to understand the depth and breadth of your vortexes of emotion, because this is how non-physical refer to them. And this is why, actually, for those of you that follow Esther and Jerry Hicks and the teachings of Abraham through Esther and Jerry, you will never have heard them use the term chakras, because the non-physical term, how non-physical are wanting to talk about these powerful points along your inner being, are your vortexes of emotion. And so I'm just going to show you actually a little diagram, so just bear with me a second, because the team are already flowing through me and they're wanting me to show you a diagram so you can help understand where they actually are. So I'm just going to go to page 345 in the Believe book, because it's really helpful to give you a visual representation. Here we go. Okay. So you can see I still use this book often because I've got a little post-it in there. So these are your 5 vortexes of emotion, okay? And they run along your inner being, which run from the pineal gland in the center of your mind down to the base of your pelvis. And so you have your trust vortex of emotion in your throat. I'll keep on with the diagram. You've got your, whoops, it's back to front on this video. Your love vortex in the center of your chest. Your hope vortex in your solar plexus, your truth vortex just below your tummy button, and your strength vortex in the base of your pelvis. And there's so much to say around the vortex of emotion, so I'm not going to go into every single bit of detail here, but if you want to read more, get the Believe book, okay? And there's a whole chapter on them. But these are a game changer when it comes to your vibrational mastery, because your vortexes of emotion are what create every single unique emotion that you feel. And so I'm just going to, as I normally do, simplify things down for you. So, for example, when you are triggering and feeling your love vortex in the center of your chest and your strength vortex in the base of your pelvis, those 2 vortexes of emotion working together in equal measure help you feel the vibration and the emotion of power. Okay, and if you want to strengthen that power feeling, you can actually amplify your strength vortex of emotion a bit more. Or if you want to put more love behind that power energy, you can, and power emotion, you can heighten the flowing of your love vortex to get the love energy flowing more. And this is just one example of how you can blend 2 vortexes of emotion to create an actual feeling. But you can do this for every single emotion, and there's lots of different formulas if you like, or combinations is the better word, in the belief book for you to start playing around with so you can start to feel them. But we're going to do some feeling on this session today. Because I'm all about going straight in with the feeling work so you can actually understand how these really work for you. So the vortex of emotion are awesome, and they are always generating and allowing positive high vibration if you allow it, okay, because they are connected into your inner being. And there are so many different ways you can work with your vortexes of emotion, as I've just kind of given you an example of. You can trigger them in certain combinations to help you feel certain emotions. And so think about this with your manifesting mastery. If you're feeling a bit contrasty and you want to balance, for example, you can activate your love and your hope vortexes of emotion to generate that balancing feeling for you. Or if you're wanting to really generate an energy of desire, then you can do that through lighting up your love, hope, truth and strength vortex of emotion all together. You can get a desire energy going. So your vortexes of emotion, as you master starting to work with them, are awesome for creating emotion on demand, creating high vibration on demand, also for balancing and soothing away any low transitional vibration as well. So you could literally just be sitting on the couch watching TV, although I would encourage you when you're starting to practice working with your vortexes of emotion to not have the TV on and to be somewhere quiet so you can kind of feel more easily. But you can literally start feeling your vortexes of emotion and playing with the different combinations as well. And what this does is the more you feel into your vortex of emotion and you start working with the different combinations, the more your precious higher self tunes to you. So it's a really good way to tune to your higher self also. And I remember once someone messaged me about 2 or 3 months ago asking me what vortexes of emotion made up a certain feeling. And as I felt that feeling, I was able to, with the help of Sarah, pinpoint which vortexes of emotion it was that made up that feeling and what order they ran in as well. It was really cool. So over time, the more you tune to your vortexes of emotion and your higher self, the more you're going to really be able to feel what's going on. And these just open up so much for you. Also, you can use your vortexes of emotion as confirmation points from your higher self as well. Now, this is something I did in my early 20s, and I had no idea it was actually this, but I guess because Sarah is so in, and all of you, your higher selves, have a leaning and an interest in law of attraction. That's why you're here, and we're all here on earth to deliberately create, but especially those of you in this tribe, your higher selves already know this insight. So you may have instinctively done this yourself, because I was speaking to my best friend about this a couple of months ago, and she had instinctively, intuitively, because it was coming from her higher self, done the same thing. So I remember when I worked in London, if there was a bit of a stressful thing going on and I wanted to feel whether it was right or wrong, I remember I would literally say, okay, the answer is yes, and I would feel whether it felt right in my solar plexus or my truth vortex. It was actually my truth vortex, but I didn't know at the time that it was. But I would feel for that gut feeling, and I was like, okay, so, you know, it's a yes then. And if it didn't feel right, I'd be like, okay, so it's a no then. And if that felt more right, I'd go with that. And it was like, without even realizing, I was practicing my truth vortex, confirming things for me. And so now I do this more instinctively with Sarah. So if I'm wanting to feel the truth or something or not, I'll feel into my truth vortex to feel whether it feels right or wrong or not. And I do this often with clients when I'm working with them and I'm helping. If their higher selves are wanting me to give messages to them, which is often the case when I'm working with clients, especially during the soul contract readings that I'm offering at the moment, I will get a confirmation, a yes or a no confirmation in my truth vortex of emotion as well for that client. So this is something some of you may have done before and not actually realize this is what you were doing. So when you start to really feel into the complexities of the vortexes of emotion, You can understand how it's actually richer, broader and vaster than the kind of general understanding around chakras. It's a really kind of rich, wide, leading edge area of focus that is really scrummy for you to start feeling really tuned into, because so many people are using the vortexes of emotion all of the time, but they're not understanding actually how much is going on there. They're using chakras without understanding actually it's your vortex of emotion, and without really understanding the broadness behind them. So this is going to open up so much for you, okay? Also, feeling your vortexes of emotion when you're going through the believe releasing process and awakening, okay? You are going to be creating truths all of the time going through your awakening, whether it is releasing and creating truths or creating truths in the moment. And those of you that have made truths with your higher self, when your higher self confirms it in your truth vortex, you know how that feels. So you can't deny the power and the feeling of these vortexes of emotion. They are awesome. So how to start tuning to them, okay? How to start feeling them. Now, I have to say, for me, I did find it quite difficult to feel them in the beginning. Now, everyone's different. Some people feel things really massively. Other people don't feel things as easily. And that's actually to do with your inner being type. So I'm sure Fifth Dimension Earth are going to be documenting more around that soon. But just know, if you can't feel something as strongly as someone else, you're not doing anything wrong. I used to always think, well, I can't feel things as massively. There's obviously an issue or there's something wrong with me. And it just wasn't. It's just because of my inner being type, which is how I wanted my inner being type to be when I was in non-physical and agreeing my soul contract. So just know how you feel and what you feel is perfect for you, okay? Don't compare to other people. Also know that it actually takes some practice. So for me, it took quite a lot of practice to feel my vortex of emotion. Also, because at the start of my awakening, I had so much low stored vibration in my tummy area, I found it really hard at times to feel my strength vortex of emotion and my truth vortex of emotion, and at times my hope vortex of emotion, because there was just so much low stored vibration there. Obviously, through following the believe releasing process and awakening, that's gone now, so I can feel things much more clearly. But again, the higher vibrational you are, the more balanced you are in your transitional day-to-day vibration. So kind of removing stored vibration for a minute, but you can feel your vortexes of emotion more easily the more balanced you are. So if you're trying to do this from a place of unbalance, or you're trying to do this when you're feeling really contrasty, the first few times you're trying to do this, it might be harder just to feel them. But remember, this is mastery. This is about mastering the art of manifesting. This is about mastering the art of leading edge manifesting. So know that this is perfect for you wherever you are. It's not just like an overnight thing. I've never taught that manifesting is an overnight thing. It's mastery, but it's mastering something that the majority of the planet aren't yet mastering. And it's awesome when you master it. And so also know, every time you do it, it might feel a bit different for you. You may have a day where you do it and you feel all of your vortex of emotion. You're like, wow, I can really feel these. And other days where you're a bit like, yeah, I'm not really feeling much. Again, it just depends on your vibration in the moment. And it's mastery. I've been working with the vortex of emotion for a year and a half now. Okay, so I've been doing this on an ongoing basis, and this is something I'm coaching to all of my clients now because it is so powerful. So vortexes of emotion, just kind of, this is still quite top line, but to give you an understanding and an insight now around why we feel, how our emotions are made up, and how we can use the vortexes of emotion to our advantage to help raise our transitional vibration, but also to help shift out low stored vibration when we're using the truth vortex, going through the believe releasing process and creating truths. Okay, so let's crack on And let's just try and practice feeling them. The team and I are going to help amplify this for you. And again, allow. So know that whatever you experience this time you do this, you may want to do this again. You can replay and rewatch this video at any point. You may feel it slightly differently each time. Remember, this is tuning. So really, really, really allow yourself to just enjoy this and allow yourself to master this. It's going to take some time, okay? But it's awesome. It's wondrous. You're doing something here that again, the majority of the planet isn't doing yet, but this will become more mainstream over time. So be excited in the newness of this. And then once I've done this, I can see some questions are coming through, so I will work through the questions as well. So I'm just going to have a sip of water. So if you could all just get really comfortable wherever you are, just make sure you're comfortable and relaxed. Okay, wonderful. And what we're going to do to begin with is just connect to our higher selves. And then all you need to do is just follow my guidance, but it is going to be helpful to close your eyes. I would imagine for most of you it would be helpful to close your eyes because it will just help you feel more. Okay, darlings, so just closing your eyes and just taking a couple of deep breaths. Just putting my charger in so the phone doesn't die. So just taking a couple of deep breaths in and out. And now just breathing normally. And just feeling your bloodstream start to slow down now. We're just going to slow everything down. And if it feels comfortable to you, just feeling it thicken and come to a standstill with only your lungs moving now as you're breathing in and out. In and out. Wonderful. And now just moving into your mind, allowing your mind to be quiet also. So switching off your neurons, synapses and receptors and just allowing everything to become really still with only your lungs that are moving now as you're breathing. Wonderful. And so now asking your higher self to come really close and feeling their loving energy coming around you. And again, if you can't feel too much, don't worry. Again, this can take some tuning. It can be quite subtle. So just notice rather than try and force. And now feeling your higher self sending their love to you through your love vortex in the center of your chest, allowing it to fill you from head to toe. As you now send your loving energy back out through your love vortex to them. And just feeling this consciously whole connection now, the two of you combined. You are them, they are you. They are with you always, loving you. Wonderful. And so now what my team are going to do through Sarah, my higher self, and through your higher selves, if you allow it, which I'm sure you all do, is we're just going to amplify this for you. We're just going to amplify the energy just to help you to feel this more. So just relax. We're just sending you some soothing energy as well. Some balancing energy. Wonderful. Wonderful. And now you can also just ask, this also helps you to feel your vortexes of emotion more easily too. Just ask your higher self to connect you to the law of attraction and law of desire. And knowing that in asking them to do that, they've done that. And what that helps to do is also just help to remove any dulling, if you like, of the sensations in those areas without going into too many complexities. It just helps you feel them more freely also. Wonderful. So we're going to start in your strength vortex at the base of your pelvis. So I'd just like you to see if you can feel that now, almost triggering or lighting up or engaging or feeling like a cup that's gently overflowing. And just see if you can feel that now. Just allow, don't force. It could be very, very subtle for you, so just allow. That's it, good. I'm sensing there are a couple of you that are feeling pressure with this. Just relax. Everything with non-physical is about relaxing rather than trying to force. So just relax and just notice, because you've got loads of time to practice this again and again. So just feeling this gently flowing and feeling that strength emotion now. You'll almost feel with the strength vortex of emotion, you can kind of feel that strength of you in the base of your pelvis. If you think about when you feel strong, this is another way around to do this sometimes. Think of something that makes you feel strong, and when you feel that strength, notice where that feeling is in your body. It will be in the strength vortex in your base of your pelvis. So feeling that strength, good, good. And just noticing, remember I've been doing this for about 18 months, so I've become very tuned to it, but it could be very subtle for some of you to start with. And so just allow. And if you can't feel anything just yet, don't worry. We've got lots of time to practice. And also, if you are following the believe releasing process, this will also help to shift out any low stored vibration that may be around your strength vortex too, which will make it easier over time. I can definitely feel my vortex of emotion more clearly now at the end of the releasing process than I could at the start. So again, you're on this wonderful journey that's unfolding. So just enjoy wherever you are now with this. Awesome. Okay, we're going to move up into the truth vortex just below your tummy button. So feeling that engage now, or it may feel like a gentle flowing or a gentle hooking in. It's going to feel a bit different for each of you depending on how you feel. Feeling that now, good. Okay, we're just helping to amplify that for you to help you feel it more clearly. Awesome. And if it's helpful, think of something that you know to be true and feel where you feel that emotion in your body. It will be in your truth vortex, in your tummy button, just below your tummy button. And just allow, we're just helping to amplify, helping you to feel this. Good. And I find feeling into the truth of me also really powerful if I'm just having a bit of contrast. It's like just connecting to the truth of me, who I truly am. And it's quite an anchoring energy, I find. Awesome. Really good. So good. Awesome. Okay, so now moving up into your hope vortex in your solar plexus, just below your rib cage. Feeling this one also activate now, gently overflowing. With this one, I always feel it's quite nice to also expand the energy out, so it kind of really fills the whole of my solar plexus area. Good. And just allow that to flow. Again, think of something that makes you hopeful. If it helps you to just tune in and feel to this more, and also almost just get that vortex feeling and flowing more freely for you. Okay, good. Just noticing. We're just practicing here, so no pressure. Always remembering to have a practicing, balanced, enjoying energy when you're doing work with non-physical rather than trying to force. So your higher self is helping to amplify this for you. Good. Okay, good. Now going up into the love vortex in the center of your chest. Really good. Just feeling that light up, gently overflow. Feeling that love. And it's really nice, this one. You can do this with all of the vortexes of emotion, but with the love one, I quite like to sometimes just feel it coming back into my inner being as well and filling my inner being with love. That feels really lovely. Good. And now finally moving up into the trust vortex in the base of your throat. Again, feeling this just gently flow, activate. Wonderful. And again, if you're finding it a little bit difficult to feel this in the beginning, think of something or someone that you trust and get that energy flowing, and then try and carry it forward more with your trust vortex. Again, we're just helping to amplify this for you. Good. This is one the team is saying to me, that often we will feel contract inwards when we're manifesting. So sometimes we'll create a manifesting request and immediately we'll question whether we trust it's going to happen, whether we believe it's going to happen. And we'll feel that kind of contraction in our trust vortex. And so when you feel your vortex is contracting inwards and they're generating that low vibration, it's actually your higher self showing you an opportunity to trust. So if you feel your trust vortex contracting and you're feeling a bit icky or a bit low vibrational, it's actually your higher self saying, darling, this is an opportunity for you to trust. And so you could create some truths in this minute. The truth is, I allow myself to trust that the universe is helping me to manifest this, for example. So it's an opportunity for trust. And again, it's the same with all of your vortexes of emotion. If they're contracting in, it could be an opportunity to love, to hope, an opportunity for truth, or an opportunity for strength. But we're just feeling this flowing outwards now. Now we're going to practice feeling all 5 vortexes of emotions all lit up now together. All activated together. Strength in the base of your pelvis, truth below your tummy button, hope just below your rib cage, love in the center of your chest, and trust in the base of your throat. And with all 5 you are vibrating faith, which is an awesome vibration for manifesting, as you can probably imagine. Imagine being able to generate this on the couch. Think now, guys, about a desire that you have that you're wanting to manifest, and vibrate this energy of faith in relation to that request. Faith that it's coming. Faith that it's happening for you. Faith that you are supported by your higher self, non-physical team, and the multiverse. Okay, that one also may take some practice. So again, allow yourself. So really good. We're just going to try a couple of other vortex of emotion combinations. There's lots more in the belief book, but I'm just going to give you a couple more just to practice, because again, these are really awesome. These ones I like to use a lot myself for my manifesting. So let's try and really feel love in our chest and strength in the base of our pelvis. Feeling those 2 now. Again, we're just helping to amplify this for you. Feel that power now. Can you feel that emotion of power starting to rise? Love and strength. Gosh, my team are really amplifying this. So feel that power emotion start to rise in you as we are creating this on demand. How awesome is this? To know that you can use your vortexes of emotion to create high vibration, guys. This is wondrous. So delicious. So feel that power rising. So good. You're all doing brilliantly. Really powerful. Good. Good. Okay. Now we're going to try the vibration of peace. Again, imagine how powerful this will be if you're feeling a bit unaligned or unbalanced. Okay, we're going to do love in the center of our chest, hope in our solar plexus, and truth below our tummy button. Love, hope, and truth. Good. And feel that peace emotion being generated now. Good. And then another one I really like to generate balance is allowing love and giving hope. So it's like allowing that love vortex of emotion to flow into your inner being, and then pushing hope out of your hope vortex. So you're allowing love and giving hope. Good. And that helps you to create that emotion of balance. Good. Okay, and now just gently opening your eyes whenever you are ready. So for some of you, this will be the first time you've tried working with your vortexes of emotion. Some of you who have been going through your awakenings alongside myself for the last year and a half, you're going to feel those really powerfully. Wherever you are, this is wondrous. Connect to the wonder of this new leading edge insight. And there are different combinations in that belief book, so you can get this belief book on Amazon. I should really actually put the link to this book, Sarah's telling me, on my website, where I've got my awakening support packages listed, so that I can send you somewhere rather than kind of keep sending you over to Fifth Dimension Earth. But to be fair, Fifth Dimension Earth, if you go onto their website, you'll see the book links on there as well. And I know they've got more publications coming out soon, which is really exciting. So this is really lovely for you to play with. It's an awesome way to tune to your higher self. Be balanced with it. Try and do this when you're balanced, actually, is the guidance for now. If you're really sort of starting, try and do this when you're more balanced, just because you'll feel them more easily. But no, it's just about gentle practicing with this. It's loving the wonder of it, knowing your higher self is right there with you, helping you as you do this as well, darlings. Okay, I'm just going to read through, because I think there were a couple of questions which I might be able to answer whilst we're on the live together too. So let me just quickly scroll. Okay, so Angela's saying, I'm working on my chakras. I'm feeling so unbalanced. Is that what I need to do to feel my higher self? Okay, so, okay, if you're feeling unbalanced, it will be your higher self is highlighting some low vibration to you. And it's an opportunity to release that low stored vibration if you haven't done any releasing yet. So that's one aspect of it. But also from your transitional vibration point of view, Angela, darling. So again, with the teachings from Fifth Dimension Earth, it's bringing in stored vibration into the picture now as well, because it's like the other half of the vibrational mastery story, if you like. It's new insight that's only been published since last summer. So up until this book was written, it was much more about your transitional day-to-day vibration. If you think of books like Asking It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks, and both of my books that I wrote a couple of years ago, it's very much transitional day-to-day vibration. But the new teachings, we now have insight for that are going beyond Asking It Is Given, going even more into the leading edge insight, if you like, are around your stored vibration. And so I know for me, because I've done the believe releasing process and I'm through the awakening, if there's low vibration going on, it's generally transitional vibration. So using feel set tools like the Vortexes of Emotion, and in the back of Believe they list lots of feel set tools, but this is one feel set tool, is a really good way to just get my transitional vibration feeling higher again. It's just what's going on when you're feeling out of balance. It's the same for everybody. Is an underlying fear. It's underlying fears, and fear doesn't need to be like literal fear. It can just be feeling unbalanced, feeling a bit off, or it can be more broader reaching, like feeling anger or depression. If you think of the Esther and Jerry, or the Abraham Hicks emotional scale, it's any of those low vibrations are being created because of fear labeled memories in your subconscious mind. So I've done a couple of live videos actually also around the believe releasing process and about subconscious memories and how to relabel them from fear to love, which is what the releasing process does. Basically, if you follow that over the course of sort of 12 to 18 months, you can relabel everything to love, and then you are able to hold your vibration without this unbalance, if that makes sense. So again, this is very leading edge insight, but it's awesome because this now allows us to shift this, okay, my darling. But in the meantime, what you can do with your transitional vibration is just see whether working with your vortexes of emotion like this helps to shift that, okay. And we did a higher self connection practice at the start of this, as I know you will know now, but I've also done a separate video which is all around connecting to your higher self as well. I did that about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's the one where I'm wearing a red jumper, so you may want to check that out as well, because there's lots more information around your higher self and higher self connection. Okay, my darling, so I hope that helps. Karen says, I often have a heavy feeling in my womb area. Is that my truth vortex, or is that too far down? That's kind of sort of between your your hope and truth vortex, but darling, that's connected to low stored vibration that your higher self is wanting to help you to release, okay. So if you need any guidance on that, again, I know you're in my Fall in Love with Manifesting month, and I can give you some guidance on what that low vibration, what experiences that low vibration is actually connected to, if you want me to. So you can always ask for more information there, but feel into her, feel what that, feel into that, and just okay, where is this, show me where else have I felt like this, and she'll start to take you through that releasing process so you can release it, sweetie. Okay, darling, so I hope that helps. Obviously, if you're watching the replay, feel free to ask any questions and I will reply also for you. But for more insight, do get the Believe book. I am today going to put the link for the book on my website as well, so that it's easy to access. And have fun with this. As always, this is wondrous. Be patient. Don't be in a rush with it. One thing that I've really learned around mastering tuning with non-physical and mastering all of this leading edge insight is to have patience with it. Don't rush it. Just enjoy the unfolding, as Esther and Jerry would always say. Enjoy the unfolding of this and have fun with it. Okay, my darling. Oh, yay. Joanne's saying, I love this practice. Feel really recharged. Wonderful. So again, you can use this practice whenever you want. It will stay here. You can watch it on replay. And we love you. I am being guided as well to do another live soon where I help you to feel the universal laws. So law of balance, law of attraction, law of desire, and law of truth. But I will do that on another live. I didn't want to kind of do it all in one live. So that's to come as well. So look out for look out for that. You're so welcome, Karen, darling. Glad that helped you. I love you all so, so, so much. Have a magical, wondrous day, and we will see you live again very, very soon. Mwah. Take care, darlings. Bye-bye.